Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Today we will learn Buddha's qualities. According to Buddha's teaching, there are many Buddha's qualities, but the most famous qualities are 9 kinds, usually mentioned in the sutta or in the teaching. So when someone wants to say about the Buddha, usually mentioned these 9 qualities. So many people know about that Pali, Itipiso Bhagava Arahant Samma Sambuddho Vijjacharana Sambanno Sugado Lokavidu Nodaro Purisa Dhamma Sarati Sattha Deva Manosanam Buddho Bhagava. All 9 kinds. So, the first sentence is Itipi So Bhagava Arahant. Itipi So Bhagava Arahant. So Bhagava, that blessed one, Arahant is Arahant. He is Arahant. Itipi, because of this and that reason, with this and that reason. Reason, later we will mention about that. So Samma Sambuddho, it is also the same joining. Itipi So Bhagava Samma Sambuddho. Itipi So Bhagava, although here mentioned just one time, need to follow for the others qualities. Itipi So Bhagava Samma Sambuddho. That blessed one is a Samma Sambuddha because of this and that reason. So, Buddha is a Arahant, Buddha is a Samma Sambuddho. Together with the reason, we need to think. A reason later we will know. In the same way, Itipi So Bhagava Vijjacharana Sambanno. That blessed one is Vijjacharana Sambanna because of this and that reason, like that. You can go in this way for the 9 qualities. So, first quality is Arahant. The Buddha is Arahant. So it is one quality. Itipi, because of this and that reason. So together with the reason, why the Buddha is called Arahant. So need to think together with the reason. So that is the cause of a word. Why people call Arahant. Buddha is just a Buddha. Why you call another name? Because of some reason, like that. So names are usually 2 types. Some have a reason behind the name. Some names are no reason, just given by someone, given by mother and father. Cannot say why do you call it like that? For example, Janaka, why do you call or something? May have a reason. Some names have a reason. Some names are because of given by mother and father, something like this. No reason behind. So for the Buddha, this quality, about this quality, have a reason behind. So, Arahant here mentioned 2 meanings. One meaning is very far, very far. Who is the Buddha is the one who are very far. Very far from what? Far from defilements. so far from defilements. Defilements are many. Here are mentioned 1,500 defilements. So those are actually, originally, just 10. So later, because of multiplying by inside and outside something, because of 6 objects like that, become 1,500. 1,500. So like that. So far from defilements. Any arahanta is far from defilements. So the Buddha is very far. Far from defilements means some arahantas are just getting attainment. Not so far. For the bodhisattva, have to fulfill parami long times. So everybody attached to wealth, properties, but for the bodhisattva, have to relinquish long times ago. So life after life, he relinquish. So for the attachment, become very less. So in the same way, go to renunciation. Everybody attached to family, to do renunciation, not so easy. Even other people do, we are sad. We may be sad. Oh, so why do like this? So something like, we may say like dramatic. Huh? So for the Buddha went to renunciation very long times ago, gone and gone doing. So finally he totally cut off defilements. Even habit he didn't have. The other arahantas, for example, Bhante Angulimala, before attainment he is killed a lot. So only after that, listening Buddha's teaching and practicing and cut off defilements. So in the present time, no have. But defilements are very near. Before attainment, he is very cruel. So because of this, some arahanta, although they don't have defilements, still have a habit. Bad habit. So one of arahanta is Pilinda Vicha. He is previously royal families, always reborn in the royal family or Brahmins, in a higher clan, higher family. Because of this, his habit is to see other people like looking down. So have a conceit, always calling others Vasala. Vasala is a stupid one or foolish one. Come to me or something like this. Because he has used to stay with the slaves. So in many lives. Although he become arahanta, no have conceit and no have pride. But as a habit, he happened to stay Vasala. Like stupid one coming, something. So he become arahanta, but still have a habit. Habit, what is a habit according to Dhamma? So habit is the force of defilements, may say tendency or defilements. So something like that. There is a fire burning. If you throw with the sand, fire stop. No more fire, cannot burn. But still have a heat. Heat is not fire, but something the result of fire. The force of fire or the tendency of fire, we may say, I don't know in English. So you cannot burn, although you put things, will not burn, because that is just a heat, not fire. In the same way, some arahantas, because of just cutting defilements because of arahanta. So previously not much fulfilling in paramis. So because of this, they don't have defilements, but not so far from defilements. For the Buddha, because of fulfilling, if he want to get attainments, long times ago, another Dipangara Buddha he can get. So, like for uncountable 100,000 eons ago, he can be Arahanta. To get a human quality only, he has to fulfill very long time. Doing dana, even life, even limbs, everything he do, renunciation do, gananga, like that. Being impatient, not just enough to get attainment. So to get a Buddha's quality, so he do a gananga. Because of this, after getting arahanta attainment, so defilements are very far. Even a habit, such bad habit, he will not have speaking or actions. So like that. Like some people, so previously very bad, so later they ordain as a bhikkhu. So yeah, they may not act like before, but something saying badly or acting rudely, they may have such habit, not so gentle, because are not so far from defilements. So because of this, the Buddha is far from defilements. Arahant is far from defilements, very far. Not just having, not having. So more than not having, very far. Long times ago, something like this. So in the same way, he go to renunciation 6 years. Never think to go back to ballets. So although not yet getting attainment, never think. Even in thought, he cut off. One thing is sensuality, attaching into sensuality. The other thought is not attaching into sensuality. So thought, he divided two things. Once thinking in sensuality, he trying to cut off or not to have, like that. Even in thought, he will not be patient to think. He will not tolerate, or he will not allow to think. Once he knows something, evil things will cut off suddenly. So also he can be able to. So Arahant, 1 meaning is far from defilements. So you need to reflect. Although we may be good some days, but defilements come out occasionally. Not so far. Not so far. How long ago we have been in anger? So may not be so far. How long ago we have been in greed? May not be so far, like that. So for the Buddha, far from defilements. Next one is the Buddha is Arahant, the worthy one. Worthy what? Worthy to what? Worthy to donation and puja or respects. Worthy means if you do a little bit, you can get much benefit. For example, donating a little bit to the Buddha, even one flower, so you were reborn as a deva or human because of quality of Buddha. It is because of this the Buddha is worthy. Worthy. So worthy means you give money a little bit, but the property is very good. You got a property you get very good. So it is worthy. So because of this, the Buddha is the worthy one. The worthy one, because of his qualities. So Sahambati Brahma offer flower garland, jewel flower garland, as big as Mount Meru. So very big. So normal people to give like that, not worthy. Very big, maybe very excited, may forget, maybe unconscious. So like that, when Vipassana also offered to the Buddha, Veluwana Monastery. It is also a royal garden. So Siri Dhamma Soka King, maybe about 300 years or 200 over years after the Buddha passed away, offer 960 millions in the near death moment. So add 40 millions. So he offered to the Buddha. So the Buddha is worthy. They will get more than they donate as a result. So because of this, the Buddha is a worthy one. Brahma also offer. So Vipassana King also offer. Dhammasoka King also offer. They are kings. They are higher beings. Even higher beings offer to the Buddha because the Buddha is Arahant. The Buddha is the worthy one. So if no worthy one, those Brahmas, Devas may not come and donate. So they already high already. So and that is the quality Arahant, so worthy one, apart from developments. So have the other definitions in the commentary, but maybe because of something basic here, only 2 definitions written in this book. Actually, I have been taught about these qualities explanation according to commentary. Here only two definitions. So here encouragement of the Sayadaw is so how to reflect Buddha's quality. So first of all, may imagine Buddha's appearance according to mentioned in this book. Later also we will mention about the Buddha's appearance. After that, focusing in the middle of chest, in the heart area, trying to think of Buddha's mind. So in the heart area. After that, reflect these qualities. Also, you yourself keep your mind to be pure from greed, anger, conceit, jealous, and selfishness. So, if we reflect Buddha's pure mind, so that quality may spread our mind because of associating with good bhasa, good qualities. So that is the encouragement of the Sayadaw. So first of all, trying to reflect Buddha's image. So second, trying to focusing his mind about the quality Arahant, the worthy one, far from defilements. Also, we should try to be pure our mind, to be the Buddha's, like the Buddha's qualities, something nearer. So next quality, Samma Sambuddho. Itipiso Bhagava Arahant. Next sentence, Itipiso Bhagava Samma Sambuddho. So that blessed one, because of this and that reason, Samma Sambuddho, he is a Samma Sambuddha. So Samma is well, Sam is own self, Buddha is a knower. Buddha is a knower by himself well. So knowing by himself well. Well means knowing rightly, not wrongly. Sometimes we know something wrongly. So what the Buddha know, because of fulfilling parami, his knowledge is very clear. Like a clear eye can see everything. In the same way, clear knowledge can know everything. So what the Buddha know? Know Nyaya Dhamma. Nyaya Dhamma is the Dhamma to know, or the Dhamma to be known. So it is Nyaya Dhamma. Number one is Sankhara. Sankhara is formations. The Buddha knows formations. In the world, there is beings, there is places, or buildings, things. About those things, as a formation, the Buddha knows. For example, our body, just knowing this is a body, this is a me, we may not know what formations we have, what elements we have. So knowing as an element is knowing sankhara, formations, like Chaita, Cetasika. Chaita is a consciousness, Cetasika is a mental factors. When a mental factor arises, what is this, what is this, what is this, he can say any element. So, for example, if we are teaching, what kind of elements are arising? So if you are listening in Dhamma, what is elements in your heart or in your body? So that is a knowing in Sankhara. So as a Abhidhamma term, Chaita, Cetasika, and the Nibbana Rupa. So elements in the body. So number two is Vikara. Vikara is like a bodily intimation, verbal intimation, lightness, softness, weightiness. So bodily intimation is not reality, special actions of the body. So like dancers may dance, singers may sing by making sound, this and that. So we attach to that. What is that? So as a reality is including into the formation already. So reality is, for example, this is a hand, so made of 4 elements: water, fire, wind, and earth element. So because of balancing, to have a hand form. But this hand form may shake this and that ways. Something like this. Something we show like this, something we show like this. So that is a bodily intimation. So the Buddha knows, this is just special actions of 4 elements. Nothing reality. So if we say like that, that is maybe okay, good. So actually, which one is good? Saying good. So inside never have this is a good. So inside 4 elements only. So because of special action controlled by mind, so showing my situation okay. So people also understand. Not reality inside, there is okay. So there is a form. Vikara is a special actions of the body. Danasa may shake this and that. That is a special actions of 4 elements. Nothing saying, nothing beautiful or nothing ugly. Just a special something action controlled by mind. So in the same way, singers may sing song, so produced by mind, touching in this place or in that place, or may make it longer, may make it shorter. And so what is that? If we see very carefully, that is nothing. That is just a special action of mouth controlled by mind. Just an action, so showing you meaning or something like this. So the Buddha knows that is just an action, no element. So sound is an element, but sound making longer, making shorter, touching lip or touching tongue or teeth or voice from the throat. Those are just actions, So 4 element to 4 element touching, so the sound producing. So knowing that also vikara. So lightness, softness, weariness, especially that is because of good materiality, based on weather, based on food you eat, based on your karma you have done in the past. So body may light, may healthy. So if the weather is not good, become heavy. In the same way, mind, for example, if you don't want to listen Dhamma talk, become heavy. If you are interesting, become light. So something like this. Those are not reality. Light and heavy, not having in the elements. So based on good or bad elements, based on conditions that appear. And so vikara is like may say changing or special actions of the real elements. Itself no reality. Real elements moving away or shaking away. So next one is a lakkhana. Lakkhana is a characteristics or marking. So materiality, even materiality, arise and perish. Arising in time, that is arising. Perishing in time, this is perishing. In between is standing. So in the materiality, have a different timing, rising, perishing, and standing. So that is just marking. Rising and perishing is itself nothing. That is marking realities, marking elements. So if we have a flower, we may have a disappearance of a flower. One day will disappear. After Dhamma talk, somebody may bring away no flower like that. It is perishing in time. So something, or if we keep a long time, slowly changing, later surely will disappear. So it is disappearance, appearance, and standing is a marking. So that marking also the Buddha know. Because of this, the Buddha say impermanence or something based on marking. So next one is paññati. Paññati is a conventional truth or concept. So people say about this, in English you may say this is a flower, but in Myanmar maybe ban like that. I mean Chinese hoa. So that is a different concept. They may have a reason why you call it ban, why you call it flower, why you call it a hoa. Sometimes they have a reason behind. So that is according to Chinese people, if I say ban, it is not correct, it is a hoa. So in English people, they are not a hoa, this is a flower. So according to their own concept, it is correct. So the Buddha also know how to call this in Chinese, in Myanmar, or in English. So especially in Pali. So he know concept, how to call, how to use. Because of this, we have two Buddhas. One is a Pacceka Buddha, the other is a Samma Sambuddha or Buddha. Pacceka Buddha is a private Buddha or silent Buddha. He himself, without teacher, he can get attainment. He can practice Dhamma, he can get attainment. But he cannot teach in detail how is elements. So although he know, he cannot mention. For example, you may practice meditation. So some people practice meditation. They can feel something, but they cannot say much. How to speak, they don't know. How to speak. May say, happy, very happy. That's all only. But some people can speak very detailed. as a meditation teacher, we have to listen a very long time. So they can mention very detailed. Because sometimes they know conventional truth, they know concept, which word I should use, this word, that word. So like that, different people, different ability to say something, to say about something. So the Buddha know every concept. Because of this, about the greed, the Buddha can explain with many words. For example, impermanent, the Buddha say about 25 synonyms together with the explanation. About the non-self, usually he mentioned in the Visuddhimagga 5 synonyms. About the suffering, mentioned about 10 synonyms, something. So greed also, he can say many vocabulary, many synonyms together with the explanation. So to understand the people, the Buddha can use conventional truth, concept. So because of this, even a bird or horse, Brahmas, Devas, he can give a name, he can say, he can mention. About the hell also he can mention. So mentioning this and that very detailed. So finally he may do conclusion. So the suffering in the heart can't be counted. So that is the last uncountable. So something like this. So because of this, we listen to Buddha's teaching. So the Buddha mentioned with many synonyms like that. So it is a knowing concept. So the Buddha know elements. The Buddha know vikara, the actions of elements. The Buddha know lakkhana, marking elements, rising and perishing and standing. So the Buddha know as a concept. Next one, the Buddha know nibbana. Nibbana is freedom from all elements, all mentalities, materialities. That is beyond our thought. So we have this body, nibbana don't have. Usually mentioned with a negative word. So we have a craving, no nibbana no have a craving in this way. So nibbana also the Buddha explained in many ways. So it is normal people cannot see, cannot know. The Buddha know. So these are 5 dhammas. I'm going to say again. Number 1, sankhara, formation. Number 2, vikara, changing or special actions. Number 3, lakkhana, marking. Number 4, paññatti, concept. Number 5, nibbana. So it is a ñeya dhamma. The dhamma to be known. The Buddha know all. So in correct way, correct manner. So here, encouraging how to do. So knowledge is important. Although we learn in the same teacher, so disciples are different because of their knowledge. So if there is knowledge, that one can increase everything. If there is no knowledge, we lose. So even in the same mother and father, given birth, but some children are clever, some children are not clever, based on their knowledge. So in the long time samsara, even about the worldly things or supra-mundane stage, if there is no knowledge, we destroy, we spoil. So knowledge is important. The Buddha has knowledge, Samma Sambuddha. Knowing well by own self. So reflect these qualities. So some people take examination. If so, they want to reflect these qualities. So some, according to their own situation, they choose. It is quite something acceptable. Because if you reflect about the knowledge, you may want to have a knowledge. For example, Arahant, the worthy one, worthy to donate, worthy to respect. If you want to get those things, you may reflect that quality. Why the Buddha is worthy? Because of his morality or something like this. So if you reflect those qualities, you may want to have worthy, being worthy. So if so, you need to fulfill. Because this one is together with the reason. So it is possible to get. Next one, Vajja Charana Sampanno. Vajja is knowledge. Charana is conduct. Sampanna is endowed or complete. Endowed with knowledge and conduct. Some people have knowledge, but no practically doing, so no conduct. Some people have morality or practicing, but no knowledge. For the Buddha, there is knowledge, there is conduct. So Vajja Charana Sampanno. So Vajja, in some places 3, in some places 8. According to some sutta, 8. According to some sutta, 3. So first of all, we will say 3 kinds of Vajja. Number 1 is Bhuvanivāsa-nusati jnana. Bhuvanivāsa-nusati jnana is the knowledge to be able to reflect previous lives. So another Bodhi tree, in the middle of the night, he got this knowledge. He can see many past lives, together with the name, everything he knows, whatever he has experienced in the past, name, parents, color, skin, suffering, happiness in life, food he eats, everything he has experienced, he knows. Such a kind of knowledge is called Bhuvanivāsa-nusati. So nowadays also people practicing Dhamma. So a few people admit they got this knowledge. Means nowadays still can try. Still can try. So if we can see those lives, we can learn. That is our history, very long time. So it is a kind of knowledge. So if surely have future life, past life, we need to act the other way. If we don't believe past life and future life a little bit, we need to change something. But normal people, nobody knows. So if so, make sure, trying to be good. If not good, after when we are old, we have to worry maybe 50%. If there is a future life, we have a problem. So because of this, trying to be good in the present time. So next knowledge is Deva Chakku Jnana. Deva Chakku is a divine eye. Divine eye, knowledge of divine eye. Can see anything far or near. Far or near. So he has this knowledge. Although see anything not covered for him. So among noble persons, they are not covered. They can see each other. They can communicate each other. So devas also can see. Divine eye we use. Devas can see everything, near or far. So near or far. So nowadays also people are practicing. Some people admit, less people, more people. Bhuvanivāsa-nusati jnana is more people. So divine eye. So quite possible if you practice even Anapana, if you can maintain 1 hour, 2 hours breathing. Later you will have a light. You will have a light. Even in breathing, if you practice, oh, I can see something in the beginning. Later, very surely, although closed eye, they are not dark. They have light. Something they can see, but not much. Some people keep a clock nearby. They can see. I can see the clock. Something like this. Light is not powerful. That is a very beginning. Even in very beginning, if they can concentrate on the breath about 2 hours, 3 hours. If so, the mind always want to meditate, want to sit. Anytime, very easy. Just you need to sit. The mind automatically will stay there. So having a light, never dark, although closed eye. Some people in the beginning, they don't know how to sleep because of having a light. They have to cover with the clothes, or the dark clothes that they wear. So it is actually seeing by mind. Although close, they want to close the eye, but still seeing. So they cannot do. So that is seeing by mind. So in the beginning, they don't know how to keep the mind. Always having a light, so cannot sleep. So some people even they worry. Always having a light. So, so because of this, you may be able to guess. It is possible like that. Sometimes very bright. Sometimes may see something. So some meditators, even in very beginning, about the practicing Anapana, they have light, they follow light. They can see past life very clearly. So it is actually, according to practicing, not yet reaching in that stage. Maybe they are in the previous life, they have practiced, they have ability, they can see very clearly. So one of lady practiced in this way. She is previously cow, ox. Very clearly she after seeing crying and report. So very sad, because you may not think as a human, I have been like gone very near. So very clearly see how is it doing. So changing is very much. So crying and the report. So I have to say, although we cannot see, those are very possible to be like this. After passed away, we can change the other situation based on our karma. Can be very good, like a devas, suddenly appear there, very much changing. So if we reborn in the hell, very suffering. So surely, if we check karmas we have done in this life, so we have a karma to go to hell. Also, we have a karma to go to Deva. So, which karma will mature? We don't know. So, because of this, until to get maturity, very sure stage, like a path and fruition knowledge, we should practice. It is only can be safe. So, Deva Chakku Jnana, divine eye, can see everyone. So, because of this, that is one of the reflection. If we want to do evil things, we need to reflect. Some people seeing us. Devas are seeing us. So we need to respect the others. So some evil we have to avoid because of respecting others. So some people in front of other people don't dare to do evil things, but behind they may do. So we don't have a behind. Someone seeing devas or noble persons seeing in that. Actually, it is a good reflection to control ourselves. If we are alone, we may want to do evil things. So if we understand this situation, little bit, and at least it can reduce. One of the definitions in Arahant have such things. Arahat, no seclusion. So At least we know ourselves. It is not good, even though we know. Because occasionally we reflect, we reflect ourselves. What kind of person you are. So we know ourselves. If we don't believe ourselves, to accept others' veneration, it is very difficult. So if you are really good, it is good. Other people you may pay respect, and you can accept, because you believe in yourself. I'm good. So some very bad people are also quite okay. They are because of very foolish. So even they don't think they are self-worthy or not worthy, accept anything. So in the middle one is a bit difficult. So if you are not worthy, a little bit shameful. So because of this, sometimes monks to monk, even something the same age, if they pay respect, they don't want to accept. Oh, okay, no need to do something. Those are something middle, not so bad. And another way is they are thinking not so worthy. So we may, or as an ordinary person, we may feel sometimes like that. So if someone is good, to be paid respect is actually not so nice. That is a bit dangerous. But rejecting also not so good. As a elder people or as a monks, should not be rejected. You must do, trying to be good. So, in the same way, if you are parents or uncles, aunties, your nephews or son and daughter, may pay respect. If we are not good, we may feel shame if they like something not worthy. But instead of rejecting, trying to be good, it is better. You accept that paying respect, and if you are worthy, they also beneficial, like that. So the system, world system, if we see monks, we need to pay respect. In the same way, if we see parents or auntie or uncle, we need to pay respect. That way is the best way. So younger one may respect elder ones. Elder one may have compassion. Elder one, a lot of experience that they can guide for their life. So if we do like that each other, we may respect, we may be able to produce loving kindness. So rejecting respect is not so good system for the world. So because of this, we need to reflect about the Deva Chakku, divine eye. Someone may see you something. So CCTV we have or not. Yeah. So CCTV always have, having, because they are very understanding very well. They may not report about you. So that's quite common. Everybody doing evil things behind. But one bhikkhu staying in the forest, in the book, in the story. One bhikkhu staying in the forest. So he is practicing. One time, one of hunter come to forest, plucking the flowers, lotus flowers, maybe from other land. So flower smell come to the bhikkhu. Bhikkhu trying to get. Smell very good, something, enjoying the smell. At that time, one of the female deva come to him. Thief, you are thief. So I'm just enjoying smell. So when you say thief, real thief is that hunter, that one. When you don't scold, you don't complain about that. Yes, the hunter is always stealing others. Already his mind is dirty. So dirty clothes, although you rub something dirty, it is not so obvious. you are practitioner, so trying to be pure your mind. So if something dirty thing come, your mind is quite pure. Something dirty thing come, it is obvious. Because of this, I say you are thief. So at that time, the Bhikkhu understand. Oh, yeah, you can say me. I invite you. You can say me whenever you see my fault. So at that time, the female devas say, I'm not slave of you. I'm not getting money from you. So I cannot say, you take care of yourself. So they also may not say everybody. Yeah, something very pure, a lot of people are very pure, suddenly bad. At that time may say. In the same way, someone very bad, one time good, other people may praise you. If you good always, may not say. So have such nature. So if in the Buddha time also, in the beginning very pure, dispensations are very pure. One time, one bhikkhu commit about the sex. So that is because of not so bad ex-wife asking to do that, to get child as an inheritor. So bhikkhu also, actually, he go to bhikkhu life with the faith. So he want to practice. Parents also encouraging, wife also encouraging. Also the Buddha not yet laid down the Vinaya rule. So he happened to do. At that time, the other devas announce, like a rumor or something, announce. So from other deva to the sky deva, from the sky, like Chadu Marajika, Tawarinsa, Yama. So they announce, they spread the news. Only devas, Brahma life, spread all. So there is because of very beginning point. Maybe now they are tired already. So about the people to say. So in the beginning, like that, so very pure state. Because of this, if something bad, very beginning, it is worse. Effect may come suddenly. So if everybody do, so everybody are quite evil, harming each other also not so surprised. You harm me, I harm you, like that. So as a karma, not so much. Also the devas also, they are already long times ago, something like this. So because of this, beginning one is more effective. Next knowledge is asavakya jnana. Asavakya jnana is knowledge to distract asava. Asava is like translations taints. So something bad things long times ago in our body. So that is asava, defilements. Defilements are started from the eons ago in our body. That is a very reliable to come out again and again. So although now we are listening and talking in Dhamma, so not have a greed or anger, but later maybe waiting in the bus and not coming quickly, you may got angry. So that's like toxin from the body. When condition, something will come out occasionally. So to distract, to remove that, not so easy. Because not just one time having, long times ago, happening again and again in the body. So after getting arhatship, arhata mega father and provision knowledge, it can removed. So and such kind of knowledge is asavakya jnana. So after becoming arahanta, they got like that. So 3 kinds of knowledge is called Vajja. The Buddha has recollection of past life. The Buddha has divine eye. The Buddha has destruction of knowledge. So 3 kinds of Vajja. Next one is 8 kinds of Vajja. Number 1, Vipassana Jnana. Impermanence, suffering, non-self. Knowing in this way. For us, although we reflect impermanence, suffering, non-self, still thinking permanent or self, happiness. Knowledge cannot reach. Reality, it is a reality, but although we reflect, not so much touching, not so much deeply going, knowledge not enough. If Vipassana practitioner, if we practice more and more, the knowledge going in deeply, so deeper and deeper, so more touching. So after becoming a Buddha, very clear, impermanence, suffering, non-self, that is the original knowledge, even no need to think. So next one is Cetopriya Jnana, knowing others' mind. The Buddha knows others' mind. Manomyeti Jnana. Manomyeti Jnana is creating many bodies. The Buddha has that knowledge. Devasota Jnana, divine eye. Divine eye can hear the sound, far or near. Far or near. Edivita Jnana, the other powers, different kinds of powers, like flying in the sky, sinking or into the earth. Those are Edivita Jnana. So, if we but now 5, previous 3, so altogether 8. So altogether 8. So it is about the Vajja, about the knowledge. So those knowledge, I think whenever we say about the divine eye, others' mind, creating many bodies, some people, new ones, they don't believe, a little bit they don't like. So most of books translated by like Westerners or something, even in Jatakas, they don't try to say those things because of something unbelievable things. So many people will not accept. For me, it is we have limited books. We will say according to books. Believable or not believable is not my responsibility. So when trying to say anything from the books, we also already have marked these books are Buddha's teaching. So in Myanmar, in the Sixth Sangha Council or something like that, we have a limited book. Everything from this book, we never reject. We will teach all. So something, if we are not so sure, correct or not correct, we usually say instead of instead of saying here mistake, but here do we think or do we thought or do think. Usually, Buddhist learners are trying to accept Buddha's teaching, trying to understand instead of trying to reject. We will not reject easily. So most of translators, they adjust with the people. If something unbelievable things, they will not say. Maybe something good or bad possible to persuade others' faith. But for me, usually I'm trying to say anything. For the Deva world, the Brahma world, yeah, it is very important. Just a human world, the Buddha's teaching have to give a benefit, just a human world, just what you need to do in the human life. So that is a very short period, like for us. Next lives are very important because of long time. For example, now my age is 40. If there is only in this life, I'm not so much worried. so much need to do something. Also, very short time. So for me, there is a next life. This one is very important. Very much things to do for that. Because of this, we don't want to ignore about the future lives or Deva lives or about the hell, although other people believe or not believe. Because if there is a reality, those hell or Devas, Brahmas, it has become very much a problem for those who seeing just in this life. So because of this, I want to tell about the Devas, Brahmas, or hell, or such powers. Someone may try to get. So those powers, I myself also actually interest to do. We have a faith. So some people are also doing, something also success. So even in practicing Anapana, having light, some new ones don't believe. So those are many people already confirmed. So something like this. So even in science, in the beginning stage, some people understand very well. People don't accept. So later they have to accept. So because of this, for me, may say about the powers, about the future lives like that. So according to books, I'm also thinking it is very important. Always rejecting. So don't dare to say truth, or don't dare to say something you believe. So sometimes it may not be good. So Janaka's story, I read many translations. Some reject those things. Maybe good for some people, but for some people it is losing. Some knowledge are very important. So because of this, according to books, usually I'm trying to teach. Okay, we should stop. Huh? Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Do you have any question? There was some, mostly they are reborn suddenly. They're reborn spontaneously. So they are bigger one for the female 16 age. For the male, they say 20 years. So because of suddenly changing previous life and this life, usually they reflect why I got this success or wonderful things. They see their karma. So they can mostly, I think mostly they can see past lives. If powerful, they will see more. They will see more. So at least they can see nearly past life. Near past life. Usually they reflect why they got. Also they are mostly knowledgeables. Knowledgeable means some devas are reborn in the Buddha's dispensation. Many devas are higher than the other devas. Their light is brighter, more beautiful, maybe bigger size. So like that, by seeing those devas, they understand the Buddha's qualities are very high. So some they did meritorious deeds before Buddha, outside of the Buddha's dispensation. Although they do good deed a lot, their power is not so much. Some devas are newly coming, so their meritorious deed not much, but because of power or receivers, so they are highest. So about that also they understand. Because of this, about the right view or about the powers. Devas, Brahmas understand more than humans. So, because of this, who take 3 refuges in the spiritual life, they are powerful. Powerful means if someone don't take 3 refuges, staying normally, it is about the spiritual life, and they are a bit dangerous. For example, need to afraid of and need to scare about the ghost. So very easy to be caught by ghost. If someone do Buddha's quality chanting regularly, so those are not so easy to do that. So there is some people, to catch, to be caught by devas. So a few people only can do. Some people they cannot do. Especially if someone doing chanting Buddha's qualities regularly, cannot do those people. So in the spiritual life, Buddhas are quite powerful. Even taking in 3 refuges, quite powerful. So means that they are knowledgeable. They will see past life. May have a limit, especially nearest past life. So there is a saying like a same chait and samampla. If the mind is the same result. But we need knowledge, we need reflection. How deeply we are going. So that is need to increase our mind. So we try to learn those qualities and need to reflect Gananga. So if reflect Gananga, those minds are deeply going about the qualities. So can get more merit. Can get because of power of mind. So real Buddha is surely that is real as an object is more superior. But because of using your power or knowledge, your power, your mind, so can be the same benefit. We have a Burmese story named Dokalama. So one of the bandit become unconscious like a near-death moment. So some object appear in his mind, so in the Deva realm. So already have mentioned in the Deva realm, so together with the slaves or maids. So the bandit asks, who's mentioned? This is who's mentioned. So that is a Dokalama's mention. Where is the Dokalama? Dokalama is not yet passed away. So already appear mentioned. Even that is in the Buddha's story. We have if someone is do a lot of good deeds, mentioned already there. Person not yet die. The mention is a Kamabon house in the Deva realm. So where is Dokalama? The bandit asked, address he know. After that, bandit become conscious. Told his disciples, go that village, check is there Dokalama or not. So his disciple find Dokalama. So what kind of kusala you do, what kind of merit you do, he check. So she always offering food to the Buddha's image. Not normally, she is fanning, staying in the nearby, fanning, like a life Buddha. She did. So a life Buddha she served to the Buddha by fanning, staying. Even may say, this is a what, that is a what. So like that, because of that merit, having mentioned in the Deva realm, so she is not yet passed away. So it means a very powerful karma, very powerful karma. So now how we know that is only we check. Some people are doing, some people are doing such things, or reflecting, or reciting, or chanting. They are doing. We can check those people because we are staying in a monastery. For example, Pa-Auk, like about 30 or 300 bhikkhus. Some bhikkhus are doing service for the Buddha. Always, we can check those bandits' life. What happened? If I do long time. So for me, I check studying monastery also. A few bandits are one of bandits like his responsibility duty. We divide the duties. What you do like that. Some bandits have to change flowers or change waters. That is their daily job. Must do. So one of bandits is doing that. So he passed the examination. It is normal, not so wonderful things. And later he changed the other monastery. Now, after that, his avat, not he himself, his avat is the one who have to wash Mahamuni. Mahamuni is the most famous Buddha in the Mandalay, like Yangon is a Shirikon Buddha. Mahamuni is in the second city, the most famous Buddha. So he is like assistant to wash that Buddha's face. Not easy to get such jobs. Also need to do every day. So cannot go like a journey, one night sleeping. So, or rather, originally his monastery is a very not good, very bad. Now he has a very big monastery. So he is just washing Buddha's face. Early morning have to get up about 4 hours every day. So usually they don't go in any journey sleeping overnight. So as a properties, many people know, many people approach because I want to get washing water. So some of them have a connection. One of the person is my brother. So my brother also staying in my village. So villagers told in the village he is lucky, the most lucky one. My brother. The monastery is a very big, bigger than city, something like this in the past. So I check a few people. So you also can check, or you yourself also can do. For example, you're trying to do about 1 year, if you are okay to do that. So some people are doing chanting, especially some usually start from the O-level examination. So they take an examination, they want to pass with the flying colors. So they recite. So from that time on, they become a habit, although they are old, so they're still doing. So one lady I found in America, So anything happen in Myanmar related to her, so she know already, she know earlier time. So for example, mother sick or father sick, without contact she can know. She can know something always. So I told her, you must recite something. so she said, yeah, I recited Patana from the O-level examination. And so her life was, I don't know her life, but anyway, always knowing earlier time. Yeah, it is very, very possible. Not mean something not yet happened will happen. So already happening in one place, you not yet know, not yet get information, you are staying away. So means I'm thinking is because of he recite, Devas are always listening, but Devas see that situation related to you. So Deva may report you. Let's say karma, maybe good, I don't know. So if something happening in another place, maybe someone is saying badly, thinking, doing bad things about you already. So you may hear from the other side. So it is quite common things if you do chanting. So actually, it is quite powerful mind. So something need to be careful is if the mind is powerful, anybody or mind or anything, if we are powerful, our mind need to be good. If powerful, if not good, it is a bit dangerous. So the mind to be good is, it is also need to learn, just not trying to get power. So the mind also need to be able to reduce greed or something. So practitioners are always very possible to go to wrong things. Some people practice originally good. Because of practicing those things, they got power. They know something earlier. Someone got disease, they know medicine, how to do that. So if you don't know what is your goal to go there, you may go wrong ways. Wrong way means maybe curing disease or become fortune teller, something, gaining a lot of things. Later, your mind become greedy or something possible, even in bandits or like that. Someone go to forest, got some powers. Later, many people, come and donate, become attached to those properties. So, original aim to be free from suffering may go away. So, because it is need to be careful. Need to be careful. So, if the mind is good, getting power is good. So, actually have a lot of powers. You can try by aiming in something for the goodness. It is good for the family. You want to get wealth, something. You want to get success. It is not bad to help people, but always you need to know that should not be so greedy. It is the other side. Your mind spoiling. Getting in something is good, but based on that, producing greed is not good. So, so actually, those are very, Buddha's qualities those are very useful for those who believe. So you can also check other people who are doing those things. So after some times, it's well obvious. So one lady in Singapore also the same, told me about her story. She is just 6 months as a Buddhist, reflecting in Buddha's quality. but not like our teaching. She is with the song, maybe from the Tibetan Buddhist, about the mentioning Buddha's quality, like with what you reflect. So I ask, she sung, singing a song about the Buddha's quality. So very good to listen. So she have light. Once she go into the Buddha's room, already having a light. So she also told me, I can see you with the light or without light, but I don't know with which I should see. I should see. So I told many people, but they don't understand me, like something crazy. But I'm not worried. I'm very happy, she said. I'm very happy, no worry. So her face also very clear, like a very happy face. For me, in the beginning, very confused. So reflecting in way is a bit different, not like our teaching, singing in song or something like this. So very newly, not systematic according to our teaching. So anyway, having a light, clear face, happy mind. So in the meeting also, she's a doctor. So in the meeting, if she don't want to listen, so she said, if I don't want to listen, just I'm dreaming. Dreaming. Actually, that is the power of concentration. You are staying with the peaceful mind. Little very faint thought have. So if you want to, you interested, you can listen. If not interested, staying with that object. So how is after get up? After get up, I'm very fresh. So very fresh, very happy. So after saying a long time discussing, only I have a chance to know it is concentration something, because they don't do like our system. Means their mind very happy, or having a light, also the face or anything very clear. So she told, her question is, I don't know how to see you. Should I see with the light or should I see without light? So I have to told, as long as you are thinking Buddha's quality, having a light or having a no light, it is okay. Actually, if concentration is deeper, surely we have a light. But mind may not be always having concentration. Sometimes we reduce. Light may disappear or may fade. So have to say like this. So because of this, reflecting Buddha's qualities, it is for the concentration, for the happiness, also for the safety, for the safety. Those are in Myanmar have many stories actually, but I should stop according to time. So sharing merit.